Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, as I said yesterday, it's probably going to be a quiet weekend. I also don't think that tomorrow too much is going to happen. And yeah, there's certainly no fireworks on the chart. I mean, maybe outside, but not on the chart. So I can only, wherever you are and whenever you're listening to this, I can only wish you a great start to 2023. I can only wish you all the best, really, and a happy new year. And I think we are looking at a profitable year ahead of us. It certainly can't be worse than 2022. I think in terms of the bear market and the drawdown, of course, we've seen the worst. I sincerely hope we've seen the worst. I mean, we probably have, looking at where we come from. I think we are basically probably, maybe 80 to 90% there in terms of distance to the low, plus minus a little bit. But, we've come from 60, 70k Bitcoin down to 16.5. We've certainly made most of the difference. We have traveled most of the distance, and now it's all about, just sort of being there and not giving up, because a lot of people have left the market. A lot of people have given up. A lot of people are frustrated. I know a lot of you are frustrated, but you are at least here. And I think it's not the time to leave the market, certainly not now. Even when it gets boring, especially when it gets boring, that's actually when many people should get interested, not when the market is totally overheated. Unfortunately, human psychology works exactly that way. People love prices, love buying Bitcoin when it's totally overheated, and they dislike it when it is at these prices. So it is unfortunately the nature of the beast. We still see, institutional adoption and not only adoption, but institutions purchasing BTC. The amount of available BTC on exchanges is constantly going down. We just don't really see the retail interest at the moment. Institutions are acquiring in the background, and they obviously need to be careful not to bring the prices up. They need to be careful not to drive the prices up, otherwise they pay more. That is logical. They are getting into trouble if they move prices when they accumulate. But what we can see is obviously a reduction of BTC on exchanges. So, long term, I'm not worried at all. It's just that short term, I think we need to be a little bit more patient. And I think 2023 will be a really good year, but probably not in the first half as I anticipated. But, we'll get the odd rallies here and there. Let's see. What I wanted to start with before going into the lower level price action, just to explain again what we're looking at here, wanted to take a look at the yearly candles, and you might have heard about it, but Bitcoin actually never had 2 bad years in a row. Yeah, so we only had one red annual candle. Obviously, they get bigger and bigger in every bear market. If you look at the log scale, they actually don't, which is then less scary. But so far always only one red candle. There have never been 2 bearish years in a row. So I think that gives really, really hope for next year. A little bit of hopium here on the last day of the year. And obviously what we've seen recently as well, and I just need to show you that again, is on the indicator side. It shows the other chart here. But if we look at the MACD, we still have this possible bullish crossover coming for Bitcoin. And that has historically usually been a sign that the bear market low is very, 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 very close, which is only logical because we can't really drop too much more. But I think we are nearly there, but we haven't seen the low yet. I think we are still going to go down until the trend really changes. We still need to be a little bit more patient. Maybe we get one more of these red candles to the downside, and then we can slowly start to move up. Certainly distance-wise from the halving, we are close enough to start recovering at some point, but it probably won't be tomorrow. So let's take a quick look here at the overall price action. I just need to choose the real chart. As I recently moved to Binance, here we are. So again, we are still in this sort of ending diagonal, which consists of 3 waves. Well, the whole diagonal of the all-time high consists of, each of these subwaves consists of 3 waves. I did explain that all in previous videos, so not to confuse anyone, but we did go through all of that. So here ABC in a wave 5, and then the C wave is of course a 5-wave move. We've done probably 1, 2, 3. We've probably done wave 4. Maybe it will go a bit higher. It depends on what Bitcoin does in that support zone now, and then there should be one wave up, down. one more wave down into the 14K region, maybe even a little bit lower. Now, Bitcoin could also go a little bit higher here before coming down, but it really is a matter of what Bitcoin does in that support area now. Again, the context hasn't really changed. I'm still of the view here that this is either, there's two scenarios I'm following, or let's say three, yeah, and that doesn't make it easy. There's one here where we say that this is an A wave. We've come down in a B wave down when we bottomed here at 16,350, and we're going to move up in a C wave, in a 5-wave move. That is certainly possible in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave pattern. But after that, we would make a new low. That is one possibility. Yeah, pretty high probability in my opinion. Then there is the other one here where we moved up in an ABC here and finished the wave 4, and we're now coming down in 5 waves in the wave 5. So that would be, but I need to relabel that, but I don't want to confuse anyone now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is certainly the other possibility, the more bearish option. But also in this bearish option, we would move here in an A, B, C pattern. So should ideally get another leg up, but would then break down. Yeah, won't see that higher high here. Will break down from probably like the 17.3 to 17.7K area to the downside. And then if we lose the current support level that we're going to talk about in a minute, we are going to break down straight away, which means it is the blue count. We just won't get that C wave to the upside. We will then have to assume that this wave 2 finished a little bit earlier. Okay, so that would be basically a direct breakdown here to the downside in 5 waves in a wave 5. Let me think. Yeah. Okay. That's sort of where we are. And there is also a fourth option, but it's sort of, for me, the lowest likelihood. I will tell you that one in this video, but it's the lowest likelihood. And this is a scenario where we actually bottomed here already with Bitcoin. Yeah, so the wave 4 ended here. The wave 5 ended here. Bitcoin has put the bear market low in. It's not likely, okay? But it's a possibility. And I would only start to believe this if we do something like that. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. Yeah, if we break above this wave 2 high at 21.5K in 5 waves, I will start to believe that. And then we can buy the wave 2 retracement basically, because this would be a wave 1 coming down in wave 2. Yeah, so that's sort of where we are with that, but it is sort of the least likely option. And anybody who's now saying, oh, so many options, yeah, unfortunately that is the case. You know, the market is not easy at the moment. Elliott waves help us recognize that the market is difficult because there are many possibilities. We are in an ending diagonal, which just by pure definition of what it is extremely tough to trade. And we just need to take it level by level in an ending diagonal. It is what it is, you know. I've been dealing with these diagonals for a long time, and they are unreliable. However, there are still wave patterns and structures and more reliable patterns within these. Yeah. So, for example, if we for example have an ABC in such a diagonal pattern, the C wave might be a profitable trade to take. Yeah. So, for example, in an ABC, the C wave could be a profitable trade. Yeah, because the C wave is typically an impulse. So where are we now? So let's go to the 1 hour chart. And Bitcoin hasn't really moved today. So we still have the situation where off that low here from the 19th of December, we moved up in an A wave. We probably came down in a B wave here. And ideally, as long as we're holding the wide support area and the low from yesterday, which is here at 16,350 pretty much, we have still a chance to move up in a wave C, which will be a 5-wave move. Should get into the region around 17.3 to 17.7K, depending on what range the market is using and how sort of short-term bullish it is. And again, this is sort of the short-term view. There's no way around. We need to hold the support area. If we don't, I will start leaning towards a direct sell-off below that low from yesterday, and then we would go straight away most likely into the 14K area. But at the moment, I would be leaning towards still short-term upside, but then to come down afterwards. But yeah, here in the very short term, it's not doing much. So the idea is this could have been a 5-wave move up. Here a wave 2 to the downside, and we now need to wait for the wave 3 to the upside. As long as that's not confirmed, we need to remain skeptical about that. Bitcoin is certainly in the support area still, and a move above the B wave high here would be a first indication we are going up above 16,652, and then a break above the A wave high would be additional confirmation at 16,787, and then a move above the X wave high would be even better confirmation. But other than that, no real change to the previous video. And yeah, I don't know why the dog is coming into the room all the time these days. Maybe he wants to wish everybody a good New Year as well. You want to say hello? Let's see if he says something. Well, okay. All right. I don't know. He's coming into the room in the last few days. Yeah, okay. It's a big dog, by the way. Okay, so I think I'll close the video because there is not much more to add here, really. Just patience. And I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.